Ladies and gentlewomen, welcome back to Suited and Booted. We're here. I know some of you guys love these solo eps. We're not going to have guests every week because sometimes we just want to talk absolute shit. And shout out to the dad that said, can't wait to see you boys at what we're going to in 2 weeks' time. Can't wait for my 7-year-old to hear Jerome swear in real life.
Did he say that?
Yeah. And I said, now this is parenting.
Oh, my gosh. There's two types of parents in the world, huh?
Now, whether he's being serious or not, I will be swearing.
Damn, bro.
That's a good topic, though, right?
What?
Like swearing, you try and avoid it for so long, and then it's just in your vocabulary.
Well, on this as well with mates.
You know?
Good luck.
Boys, just
Like it's just such a thing on parenting.
I've got something because something happened at the Tottenham game on the weekend.
Wait, we didn't even do our normal intro.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Oh, we're slowly building to that.
Yeah, this is slow build-up.
Okay. love
Blue
it.
balls.
Just keeping everyone on the
What's
on
that
the edge
called?
of their
I'm your host, Jerogba. I forgot.
chair. Hey, about time you forgot.
Yeah, I know.
It's because we should announce who's
to
not
my
here.
left, we have no one.
Yeah.
To my right, we have...
Number 10.
And to his right,
CFO, GD.
CFO, the right winger. Now, I'm going to bring up something on this swearing topic that was a bit of a hot topic in the English football Twitter world. So a Tottenham fan has said, we had to leave the game at half-time. The guy behind us was shouting and swearing throughout the first half, constantly using the C word. Tempted to make a complaint to Spurs official, but I doubt anything will be done. It's put him off ever going again. My son is 11. And they absolutely destroyed him in the comments.
Oh.
Really?
So, Chelsea fans, hope everyone is safe, mate. Swearing at a football game, what did the police say? And everyone was calling him a grass. Now, a grass in...
A rat.
A rat, basically.
Rat-a-tat-tat-tat.
Now, some people are saying you can't call someone a grass for not wanting their kid to eat the C word.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Right.
fair.
But also, at the same time, I have it's quite firm, view on swearing at sports. Now, I'll never forget, I've never been told off at the football for swearing. Maybe it's because I've always been in like active areas or around, the rowdy bunch. But at an AFL game, Hawthorn versus Carlton, would have been like 2018 or something. Me and my friends are diehard Carlton fans. We're getting stuck in. Level 1, on the boundary, getting stuck in. And dropping the C word here and there. Cunt. And this guy in front of us just lost it. He turns around and he goes, I let it slide about 4 or 5 times. I've got my young daughter here. And he points to his left and he's got like an 18-year-old daughter there. And I'm like, what the fuck? She's not 4.
She definitely knows what this word means.
Yeah. And I was just like, mate, relax. And he's like, no, I've had enough. It's disgusting. It's filthy. And then I was just like, my mates were like, obviously antagonising him and kept swearing. But what do you guys think? Should you be able to swear at the football?
Well, how funny is this, right? Called my dad the other day. I think it was on Thursday. Had a flat tyre. Go, Dad, FaceTimed him. Was driving home. It was, I literally made me remind me of when I was with you, right?
Fucking
and you got the flat tyre. Literally, I was like, oh my God, Jerome, this is 2.0. Driving home on FaceTime, I go, Dad, I'll get home and I'll just FaceTime you, tell me what to grab out of the garage, whatever. And he's at his mum's, so my grandma's.
Yeah.
And he's like, Gav, you don't do it that way. And I'm like, I'm fucking just doing it. And he's like, Nan's next to me. And that's like a thing in my family that you'd never swear around my nan.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. So every time I go there, I always got to like bite my tongue. And so does my old man. And it's so funny because when we're both there and we're just chatting, we just whip it around like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
But then when we go to hers, it's like, oi. And I obviously whipped it out on FaceTime the other day because he was pissing me off. And he just looked at me like, Gav, you can't say Nan's next to me,
Oh my! You're more? Who's more unfiltered? You're Jerome.
Me, bro, I'm bad.
Yeah.
But he's got a different unfiltered.
Yeah, he's got that South American unfiltered because they're
Like
their
he could
sense
be dark, or like weird.
like South American sense of humor is like, now sorry for the vulgarity, turn it down if your kids are listening, but they say shit like, oh yeah, I'll dig up your grandma and fuck her. Like they say weird shit like that. They do, don't they?
Yeah, bro. That's shit. That doesn't.
The humour is very different. The humour is very
too dark,
different.
The humour's like...
I remember, I've got to tell you this story. There's this one story that the goalkeepers would tell you in Argentina. There was this one coach, really good coach, played first division and everything. And he used to kick the ball at the goalkeepers. And when they let the balls in, this was probably like under 13s, 14. Like, I think I told this story. And he goes, yeah, you're going to let that in? I'm going to suck on your mum's titty after this. Kicks it in. Yeah, all right, take it again.
Wait, bro, low key would make you save the next shot, though.
Right? And that kid was Emi Martinez.
Like, bro, like
See the celebration Emi Martinez rips
shocking
out?
approach that could actually maybe work.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine that would be
want this
front
top
page news here.
Bro, 13-year-old knocks out coach.
Because he
Why?
said he's going to suck on my
He said he's going to
titties.
do this, and this.
But even just,
bro.
even just like the new football world, that would never happen. Like, ever.
No.
Ever.
No.
I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
But to your question, well, I mean, yeah, you should be able to swear at football games, bro.
I think-
how can you not?
I think everyone
can you
loves...
not, bro?
Everyone loves the passion of the sport. And everyone loves a good atmosphere, borderline hostile. But look, I think if you're sat in maybe a family section, that's like a known family section, then maybe tone it down a little bit. But anywhere else in the stadium, you should be able to let that shit fly. Like, there's no rules. Obviously, don't start getting racist and taking it overboard. But like throwing around, you fucking do that. Man, it's football.
Why'd you put on a London accent? Hey, but also... It's
cooler.
Also, man, some of the biggest shithousery happens on the field as well with the players.
Mate,
So it's like, yeah, you're going to condemn the fans, but I'm telling you, if you heard some of the stuff that was said out on that field,
Bro.
you'd be like, you would have head checks at like, did that just happen?
Well, even in change rooms, right?
Because everyone's at their like, their high
Yeah.
pressure moments and they just release it, especially on referees. Like when we spoke to Alex King.
Bro, some of these A-League stadiums, with all due respect, are not filled with fans. These sideline mics are picking up, you fucking can't! You hear it all the time.
So much of that's happened in Australian sport in general.
Yeah, like...
Well, how good's the one that you put of the tackle? Every fucking time.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah, who's that?
yeah,
Sasha
you
Oganovsky.
Yeah.
Ripping it.
Bro, that clip he did and your 2-footed tackle might be one of the worst tackles I've ever seen. It didn't connect though, right?
Nah, I
But like-
got his foot.
Bro, that could have wiped a human out, let alone some
But
legs.
the reason why you watched the full clip, right? It was
Yeah,
we were down,
but still the
and
retaliation.
we should have got a pen from the foul. So I've obviously reacted and gone, stuff
You've lined
this.
up an innocent
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
because of the ref's mistake.
Yeah.
He's not so nice, bro. He's not so nice. This guy comes across like a really nice guy.
No, but if
watch that tackle first and then come talk to me.
Imagine if Gav did that to you in a game, you'd be like, what?
I wouldn't go near him for the rest of it. I'm like, this guy's got a screw loose, but you got sent off though.
Yellow card. I got a yellow for that. I got a yellow. It's so funny because in the league they know me for that.
Honestly, man, one of my biggest challenges when I came back to the NPL was the refereeing. And I don't like talking bad on refs, but that is a prime example of the stuff. A yellow card for that you flew 5 meters in the air,
know.
2 foot like at his neck, and they came down to his knees.
Brother, speaking of referees, yesterday I coached a game in this like pre-season tournament cup thingy. I fucking lost my mind. I lost my mind. Like the decisions were so bad. We had 3 game-changing decisions go against us, and that in that moment I realized I could never coach state league or anything like that because I'd be too wired. Like,
I didn't like I don't like this is one of the good things when I got to the A-League. It wasn't as much of like, still was, but definitely in the NPL, it's like a genuine mental battle of like, that's another player playing.
Yeah.
In some games, like you're explaining. Whereas the A-League, you feel like it's probably, you don't have to invest as much energy in thinking, oh no, this ref today.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Maybe some still do, but
Nah, because there's a few that fly around state
man, there's a
league.
few you just knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, you already knew. Like,
Yeah.
Well, what about the other day when I was talking about this on the weekend? That coach that played against Real Madrid the other day, and they got so many offsides against Mbappe because he played the offside trap. Like,
yeah. Who was it, Nor?
Was that against Barca?
Sporting?
it was against
No,
Real.
not Sporting.
Against Real, yeah, obviously.
No, it was Barca. It was Barca.
Barca.
Yeah, because
Barca
Hansi
game.
Flick.
Yeah. And how crazy is that? Like, you could never train the offside trap in the NPL. right? But at top tier football,
Everything's on.
literally, right? Like you could literally not train that because
the lower you go, the higher
Yeah.
risk playing offside
Yeah.
strategies are.
So it's crazy. You could only coach players that tactic, basically at top tier football, depending on the referee's decisions or VAR. Because if one gets slipped, you're done. But I thought it was so crazy because obviously he was up against Vinny Jr., Mbappe, and he realised that 1v1, they're done. You know, any ball in behind, done.
Well, I feel like the higher you go, the more of like when you anticipate the runs, it's more about risk taking rather than being right, which he just got it wrong every time.
Yeah.
Bro, he didn't
'Cause
even...
that
Mbappe's
happened
been
so
dropped from the
quick.
France squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
Wasn't
serious?
selected. Like, that's a big call. eh?
Do you know
what was
why?
he in Ballon d'Or?
Huh? I don't know, but Palmer being 25th was a fucking farce.
Well, nah. I feel like Palmer's trajectory's been this year. No, like he was good. Oh, actually, no.
it
That's
was
a
last year.
lie.
It was
That's a
last
lie.
year.
He was brilliant.
Last year.
You know what killed him was the Euros.
Euros
That
and the
would
fact
have
that
he
we
been
didn't
did
play.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won.
Well,
yeah,
he
you
should have
don't win
started.
anything.
Well, he scored in the final.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to round out the swearing thing, because I think it's an interesting topic. Let us know, guys, if you guys have ever been told off for swearing at football or you're the one telling people off. I think anything goes as long as it doesn't cross those certain lines that we all know about of especially racism. Obviously not. But everything else, calling people a fucking donkey or a clown or whatever, man.
Well, I grew up playing for Springvale White Eagles under 8s, and I heard the Yabembidi Mate in the
I
change
knew
rooms
that
all the
before
time.
I was 12 too.
You know
mate.
what I mean?
That was the first.
I knew Serbian
phrase.
before the F word.
Oh, mate.
Bro, in under 12 state team, we were all chanting Macedonia in a hotel room.
politically
Because we had three
charged.
Macedonians in our team. We were all swearing in Macedonian.
No wonder why the A-League came in.
Still don't know what a Malacca is, but Caesar, I say it every second
Oh,
word.
mate. Malacca can be used for anything. We know this. Right. So, very important message to our listeners. Like I said, 4 A-League legends will be at Unite Round from the 22nd to the 24th of November in Sydney. Leichhardt, Allianz, every team in the men's and the women's A-League is there. And, man, we're going to have a ball out there. We're doing so much fun stuff. Few things that we can let you guys know that we're doing are the Soccer AM Top Binge Challenge. Now, I'm going to be ripping shots there. Yeah. So come and test your techers against us. Max Rushton's going to be there.
That's crazy, bro. He's the actual Soccer AM host.
That's legendary.
And we're in a Soccer AM setup in Sydney with the actual host of the show that was like happening in the UK.
Max Rushton will be there, who is a Soccer AM legend himself. So it's going to be very legit. And I know some A-League fans out there have some techers, so come down to the Soccer AM Challenge. Try hit it top bins. We'll be down there in the fan zone. There's going to be DJs. There's going to be food. There's going to be A-League legends walking around, popping in, coming to say hello. Could even be some live podcasts.
Yeah. There's an actual fan activation outside of Allianz Stadium.
Yep.
Which I don't think has necessarily been there in previous seasons. So obviously there's maybe like an hour or two between games. So if you can obviously literally be there all day.
Yeah, man, there's going to be a lot going on. Like, we're going to be down there. And if you don't want to do the Soccer AM or you don't want to listen to us talk to A-League legends, just come and talk shit. Like,
Yeah, we're going to be interviewing fans.
we want to talk to everyone. If you got a problem with us, if you got an... Actually, no, don't worry about that. If you got an opinion...
All 4 of us just in punch-ons.
Like I said, man, bring Rashid a book on marketing or something. He'll love that. Bring Gav some Pino Clean. Someone asked, is Gav signing Pino Cleans? He will be, but you got to bring the Pino
Wow.
Clean.
Imagine if you start signing Pino Cleans.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
Bro,
To be
I
fair,
actually don't know if Pino Clean would ever endorse you because I'm like, I don't think from a health reason they would even back what you're doing.
I looked on the Insta. They've got about 1,000 followers, and they left me on scene when I tagged them.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Our videos have more views and talk about them.
Is there another brand that we can like...
There could be some health issues.
Maybe
that
we
come
need some
from promoting
competition. We need some actual stuff that you should properly wipe your bum with.
There's still some things being like maneuvered and confirmed as well around Unite Round for us that we probably can't share, but we're going to be doing like a hell of a lot there, man.
There's a massive announcement we have coming.
Yes.
Massive.
It's our money cannot buy experience Can't get it, like I said, no Temu, eBay, none of that. No Amazon. You can't buy it. Literally, you cannot buy this.
Yeah, this is
going to be big.
We're going to announce this in a few days. So, actually, by the time this... Oh, no. It won't be.
It will be a few days.
It'll be in a few days. It'll be in a few days. What else we got? Man, we're going to be at all the games, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to try to be at all the games. So don't be shy. Come up, say what up.
us,
We ain't Hollywood.
tag us.
Tag
get a
us.
selfie.
Oh, you'll be able to as well. We'll probably end up doing something on it, but you'll be able to go to your first ever F3 derby of your beloved Newcastle Jets.
Is his mic close enough? Okay. Yeah. Gav will be at the F3 derby.
I've never owned a A-League jersey, so maybe this is my time.
I feel like
Newcastle.
I feel like we need to get
sort
one.
me out.
We need to get one Newcastle Jets. If you're listening, anyone involved, we need Gav with a CFO jersey.
Yeah. CFO number 8 on the back.
I want a MacArthur jersey. I've said it. There you go.
I feel like, well,
just pull the plugs right now.
we're gonna have a friend joining us
we'll
very
see.
soon that could probably hook it up. Would you actually? I'll ask it. I was
Yeah.
going to ask, would you get the person? Who's
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
Name on the back.
That's gang.
Yeah, gang.
That's gang. But yes, what else are we doing around Unite, man? Ren, there's another bit of content as well that I don't want to say just yet because it hasn't been fully confirmed. That might change the game.
Yeah.
You know,
It's gonna be a gold mine.
It hasn't been done before.
Yeah, well, not in Australia.
I don't think it's been done overseas.
Yeah.
What, with fans? We're fans.
Oh, no.
Yeah, journos.
No. You're right, bro. Yeah, you're right.
Like, I think we have a caller.
There he is.
In a Chelsea jersey. Let's go.
Bro.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Oh, my God. What a guest, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the pod. We have Ariath Pool on from MacArthur, who has just scored. I know he's going to be humble about it, but he's just scored goal of the season.
We're not letting you be humble about it. Bro, I spoke to your agent today, Fahid Ben Khalfal, a friend of our show, and I said, I've never seen a bicycle done like that with the first leg and not the trailing leg. Like,
to be honest, I don't know how to do it with my left foot. That's why I did it with my right.
yeah, to be fair, thinking about it, I probably would be the same, but I've never seen that like go in. That's crazy.
Nah, I just hit. I said, inshallah, man.
Have you ever practiced them at training, or was that just...
Nah, you know what it is? I do it in training, and like the boys were talking about it after the game. I do it in training, but it's always bad.
You've scored it at Allianz. That's crazy.
Bro, you put on your Instagram story, at Nestory, I told you so. What's that about?
Nah, so it's a funny story, yeah. So yesterday morning, before the game, I was on a call with like Nesta, like a couple of the boys that are in Europe right now, Mo Toure, Nesta, Musa, Raf Borges. And we play this game like where we say, oh, I swear you won't do this. So I think I said to Nesta, I swear he won't win like the Ballon d'Or shortlist or something like that. And he said, he swears I won't score a bicycle kick tonight. And Nesta, don't say that, bro. And when I seen the ball in there,
Bro, wait a second. So you've bet a mate that you'll score a bicycle kick the day of scoring a bicycle kick. That's unbelievable,
That's
bro.
law of attraction.
I've never
right
heard
there.
of that before.
Hey, Nestory, man. Don't ask this guy to do something.
Yeah,
He'll go
man.
do it.
Maybe
just quickly, bro. Like, I know you apologize for not doing the celebration. It's all love, though.
Yeah. Oh, you're out. Wait. I think you're our only hope because everyone's telling us they're doing it, but you're an actual like glue. You're a loyal. He's a loyal listener of the show.
Yeah, him and
everyone,
Walter.
by the
Shout
way.
out Walter as well.
Yeah, we showed this in the Australia Cup final vlog. Like when Ari came over to us and was like dapping us up, and he's like, "No, I'm a real fan." And then these two guys, Jerome and Ari, just DM each other about Chelsea and shit. Hence the Chelsea top. Yeah.
I forgot about the celebration, to be honest. You know, like when you score that kind of goal,
Of course.
in your mind, like, I don't know what was going on.
You lose
And
your
then
head.
After the game, I think I was like taking pictures with a couple fans, and then someone said to me, "Oh, you've got the student and beauty celebration."
No.
Yeah. Love the people keeping the man accountable.
Shout out MacArthur fans.
Bro, you guys are doing quite well. How's everything going around the team? I want to shout out Walter Scott as well because I love him. But you guys are doing quite well, and just even on top of the goal you scored, the late winner.
Pwah.
Yeah.
What a game. What was going through everyone's head in the change room after that game?
Nah, the boys were buzzing, obviously, especially coming off the 2 losses where we felt maybe we should have got some better results out of it. But the boys were buzzing. It was tough. It felt like periods of the game we were the ones with 10 men because the way Sydney were putting pressure on us. But when I scored and then when we equalised, it was a bit like, but then Martin scored the winner and boys were loving it.
Bro, that Yakulis, man, he's on fire, huh? I don't know how many goals he's on now. Is he on 4 or 5?
Oh, yeah, but he's got a couple of assists as well.
Yeah, that the front, your guys' front line as well. I know you. I was speaking to someone today about it, but I was like, man, Valerjeman to me might be the most valuable player in the league. Like, I know we're only a few games in, but he seems like the most intelligent player on the field. Like, he's so smart.
He's not like the quickest. He's not the strongest, but like he's like IQ, where to be, what to do, decision making. Like he never really loses the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a professional. You can tell.
Yeah, bro. It must be nice for you to play. Like when you come into this team, you come into 2 players like that with Yakulis and Valer. Wow, it's such a good experience for you, I bet.
Yeah, big players. Valer played with like my idol, Kylian Mbappe. So even that just makes it cooler. But
Damn.
yeah, so just like watching him in training, the way he moves, like his professionalism. Like Valer, you rarely see him missing games because of injuries or whatever. He's always taking care of his body. So just little things like that I try to take from him and put it in my own game.
What do you? I've got one question I got to ask you, but before I do, I want to just know what you like. How do you chill off the field? What are things you do? Because people.
FIFA.
Yeah, you a gamer?
Yeah, I play FIFA a little bit.
What type? Like you manager mode, ultimate team, or what?
No, ultimate team.
Oh damn, bro.
If you fly for my birthday, the boys at Macarthur, so shout out to them, Keely, Bernardo, all the boys.
Oh, shout out. Well, also, so what I've got to ask you is what I found out, and I don't actually know what it was, but the bicycle was your second goal in A-League?
Yeah.
Second. So apparently you and your agent made a deal that he's got to get you a present or a gift for your first goal, and he forgot about it, right? So when you've scored this unbelievable goal, you've gone, hey, man, like, I think you owe me something, and he thought you were trying to fuck with him. But then he realized, no, he did make a bet. He didn't tell me what the present was, but he told me I should be asking.
Does he want me to say what the present is?
I believe so, but if he doesn't, I'll find out and we'll edit it out. But for now, yeah. He told me to ask the question.
He told me Louis Vuitton shoes.
Bro, I told you, Louis. We said, I thought maybe like a rollie or something. Hey, Fahid, bro. Fahid, shout out Fahid. Yeah, he told me to ask it, so I think he's cool. Damn, bro.
Nah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I actually sent him a message last night as I was driving. I said, Fahid, I didn't forget.
Oh,
Well,
man.
thanks for calling in, bro. I don't want to take too much of your time, but we'll be up at Unite rounds, so we'll see you up there in Sydney in 2 weeks.
Hey, you've got to do me a favour, Ari. You've got to get him a shirt with your name on the back. Because one, he wants a MacArthur shirt, and two, it's only right with your name and number on it now. Because we're going to be at your game in Sydney in 2 weekends.
I'll see what I can work out. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, good luck, man. We love
Peace,
you.
man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Man, what a guy, bro. What a guy, G.
That's probably, unbelievable techers to receive it on that.
Bro, just the
Front foot, like, what the hell?
the timing of what he did.
Because I feel like
also,
anyone that's actually practiced a scissor,
and it was
you're
also
always waiting for it to come across so you can see it.
That's exactly
you know?
right. Yeah, that's what he was saying. But obviously, a scissor, whether you have 2 feet or not, doing it on your opposite leg, you've got to be like almost a freak show to be able to
He
do that.
he dre. You know what he was saying when they do. It sounds like him and us at fives. Say, swear you won't score from there. Say, mums, you won't. That's what they're doing in the group chat. But with at the elite level. Say, mums, you won't be in the Ballon d'Or short list. Imagine us saying that to our mates.
I feel like that might have been his first start for the season too. I don't know if has he started yet? Because I'm pretty sure they're
I think it was his first because he came off. I think. Yeah.
I know he's come off the bench and stuff, but the first start, bro, just bang a bicycle in against Sydney FC. Ooh, man.
this is what we're trying to do with A-League players, though. Like, in all seriousness, when I'm busting your balls, or sorry, not me, the admin who works our social media. Yeah.
What's his name? Casper?
Yeah, Casper, I think. Schmeichel. When I'm doing that, just even lie to me and say you're going to do it, bro. Don't leave me on scene because I'll rip you on the pod. I don't care. I'm not a journalist.
No, journalists rip players. We're not
actually,
journalists.
true.
We're going to rip them.
True. But yeah, we just, like, I was speaking with Rash the other day, like, do you think that because of how Australia is as a society, that maybe the A-League players are a little bit reserved compared to overseas, or am I tripping?
No, I think I don't know about you, but I feel like that's general across most sports. Like
in Australia?
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah.
It's that, what do they call it? The tall poppy
Tall
syndrome?
poppy syndrome.
Yeah, I mean, we love like people like Federer and Nadal because they're so humble.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
I
don't know. I mean, I still like Djokovic, but I like personality.
Yeah, it's your personal preference. Because, like, I love personalities, but then I'm not a fan of, like, Djokovic or Kyrgios, so it goes against what I'm
proposing.
Yeah, but it's basically just personal preference. But I think it could be a thing. Now, not to say there aren't personalities in the A-League, because, man, the amount of memes... I mean, A-League's known for memes.
Yeah.
The amount of memes and funny moments, you know, saying it's the best league in the world only happens in the A-League. But I do think some players are very reserved. Now, not to say that's how they are in their real life, because everyone's just, you know, we're just boys at the end of the day. I'm sure everyone's got their funny group chats and the stupid shit they do. But on the pitch and in front of the camera, whether that's being imposed by the clubs or whether it's just sort of an unwritten rule that you don't make a fool of yourself or you don't go too far, maybe that's a thing. I don't know. You guys let us know in the comments. But I think it is lacking a little bit of that. That's why moments like that where he was open to the call, talk us through it, have a laugh, it connects. Even just talking to the fans afterwards, like, oh, Sudan, you said you're going to do the celebration, blah, 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 blah. There are little moments like that connect fans to the game. And it takes me to my next point that I want to make. And we'll get to amateur agents soon. But while we're here, I just want to say...
Well, whilst you're pulling that up, it's interesting what Adam Peacock said last week about this, that people, because he covers a lot of sport, that players and coaches in football are very good at being reserved because there's always something that they need to hide, whether it's through injuries, whether it's through strategy, formation, general emotion, to let people sort of know insight into who they are and what's going on.
Well, yeah, and I think, you know, going back to what we were saying on that, we'll get to amateur agents soon, but someone messaged in saying, not a question, I just want to say I love the pod. You've changed my opinion on the A-League. I couldn't bear to watch one game last year. This season, I've only missed a few. Even went to my local A-League game on the weekend for the first time in 5 years. Keep it up. That is not the first time I've heard that. Shout out my cousin's boyfriend, Lockie. Never watched the A-League. And not to toot our own horn, but he said, you know what, because you guys make it fun and, like, it's funny and, you know, it's like, I want to keep up with it. So I've been watching the A-League. And it's that's what really we're trying to do here. We're not trying to over-serious it.
Oh, yeah, you've become a fan now. I actually think, bro, I'm no joke, man. I watched a lot of games, obviously now doing some stuff with Paramount and 10.
Hey, hold on. Shout out fucking Jake Barker, Dace, man. Yeah, bro. We haven't spoken about it.
No.
Jake, for those who don't know...
No, well, this isn't a segue into a congratulations to me.
No, I want to say it.
Man,
I want to say it.
No.
Because the Instagram post went crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know how many people like you.
Yeah, either.
Everyone's like, oh my God. Yeah. And then tweets about Jake saying he's perfect for the role. And I know it's early on. I know you don't want to brag, but I'll brag. Jake fits the role really well. I hope he gets more opportunities. We're proud of him here at Suited and Booted. He's perfect for the role, man. Like, I think you mix lightheartedness with knowledge very well. We're proud of you, bro. No Diddy.
Thanks, bro.
We love that shit, man.
Appreciate you, boys. Appreciate you.
We need more people like that on
man,
TV.
It's because we're just putting stuff, good vibes out there, I feel. So I'm grateful for the opportunity.
How was it, bro? Were you nervous?
No. The only thing I was nervous was the halftime show because they, like, cut to you live.
Yeah.
So I think I fumbled a few words because I'm like, damn, it's like, you hear people in your ear, then you're just staring down the barrel of a camera, and you've got to, like, regulate your thoughts.
What are they saying here? Yeah, you got 2 minutes, mate. You got 2 minutes.
Oh, no, it's like you can hear obviously, I could hear the commentators. So
right.
I can hear when they throw to me, then the producer's like, now you're on, blah, blah, type thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it was pretty cruisy, man. Like it cuts you in the breaks during the game. You get some opinions, and then obviously the interview at the end. It's kind of like stuff that we've already done.
Yeah,
So-
you'd be used to it.
Yeah, but in saying that, I've watched a lot of games this year, and to echo your point, man, the league's good, bro. The only thing that's really sort of standing out, which for me, and I've said this before, is just there's so many young players in every team's starting 11, like Western Sydney, Western United, and then their benches are really young. So given that, the quality's actually been really good.
To be honest, on my side of things, there have been moments where I thought growing pains, maybe because it's early on. There've been a few games where there's been a few lulls, but I think the moments have made up for it already. We've already had some incredible moments like that goal, like Ishige's goal on the weekend.
New Zealand derby, bro. That was
Zealand
I
derby
know
was
we're
cool.
distance from that, but that was massive, bro.
Even just the
Auckland winning
banter.
that.
Did you see it was like something like goodbye Wellington, but they
They took the
away.
W.
Yeah, they took the
Did you
W.
see that,
No,
yeah?
I didn't.
That shit, how they bought a billboard in Wellington after they won, and they said goodbye Wellington, but they left out the W because they took an L.
Yeah, I love that shit, and I like how the A-League admins have been sort of bantering and stuff. But for clubs that aren't doing very well, like Perth at the moment, oh man, I wouldn't want to be in that setup at the moment. I can't lie.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
It's looking grim.
it's so early in the season, just can't put a line through them.
Yeah, of course. There's plenty of time to
And
turn it
A-League's
around.
A-League, I mean, like the Premier League we're seeing at the moment, very unpredictable at times.
They could win 5 in a row and then
Correct.
you're back.
Correct.
Not to say that it's all doom and gloom, but first few games for them and maybe the Raw, I'd say as well, haven't looked the best. But speaking of young talent, there was a very contentious decision on the weekend. Western United, Wality, hope I'm pronouncing that right. You know what's fucked as well? He said he would do the Sally if he scored.
Joe, wow, yeah. I mean, he clearly got clobbered. So
That was a bad look. That was a bad decision in my eyes. They happen, obviously, but that was a bad call. But we may be investigating that soon. That's all I can say.
Yeah. That's all we can say. But that was, I don't know, Gav, if you saw it, but the way how quick the decision was made from the foul to, like, he went to the corner flag, the ref stands in front of him at the corner for probably 10 seconds whilst they're inspecting, and then he comes back around and then they play on. But it's like, you go back to the replay, he's like taking his front leg and clipped his second leg.
It didn't look good, and that was, besides Piol's goal, that was the hot topic on Australian football Twitter. People were coming out, big names as well in Australian football were coming out saying it's deplorable, as if they didn't make the right decision there. Look, we spoke to Kingy. It's hard. And that interview, not to stick up for the refs or whatever, but that interview did sort of change my perspective a little bit.
It has to, for me.
It's hard, bro. It's hard. But when they're cut and dry like that, you can't blame the fans for getting angry. When they're like borderline, but even, it was Adelaide that they played, wasn't it?
Well, and also it was 1-1 at the time. Adelaide won 2-1 in the end.
Well, even Adelaide fans were saying, I'm an Adelaide fan, and that's a pen. That's a Stonewall pen.
Yeah,
Like,
so you'd be fuming if you were Western. Because that could have been 3 points, not 0.
yeah, but I guess these moments, not to say they should happen all the time, but these moments are good. They get discourse going. Now, whether it's negative or positive, hopefully it's more positive more often than not, but hopefully this moment now means that, I don't know. I don't know. It just... Any publicity is good publicity type thing.
Not for JA, bro. Not for Johnny Aloisi.
He was burning. But rightfully so.
Yeah.
It was a bad call, man. I don't know who was reffing. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but...
Well, it's not his fault, really, the ref, is it?
Well,
'Cause I assume he goes off...
Yeah, but doesn't he make the final call?
See, this is what we potentially will learn.
we're fucked.
We actually don't know.
Wait, there's referees?
Yeah,
Wait, what's VAR?
they're in the fluorescent yellow, bro.
Hopefully we can bring you some insight into that again.
Yeah, we're hoping to be more.
What else happened this A-League weekend, man?
Should we talk about a silent victory? Just Patrick Ignorbo, Australia Cup final. They're undefeated.
They laughed at me when I said...
I wouldn't say they've been ridiculously unbelievable, but they've
Chipping
just
away.
been so strong, just perfect.
Defensively...
They haven't played like below 6 out of 10. They haven't necessarily played 9 out of 10, but they've won the big moments.
and doing it whilst also the backlash from not playing Bruno and Arzani.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing two sets of fans on Twitter. Perth fans saying, come home, we need you. And then City fans saying, come home.
I wonder what Bruno would do, man. Like if
He wouldn't go back to Perth. He wants to stay in Melbourne.
Yeah, I feel like Melbourne's like his kids grew up here, obviously from the Melbourne City days. So
How old's Bruno now?
36,
30, maybe. Can we check
maybe
that?
37. But look,
I feel like he might be older.
Look, again, I'm not Mr. Tactico, but judging from what I've seen and what I've read, it is a case of not mobile enough to play in a pressing, high-intensity sort of game. But then I get it because you need to press as a team. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
But also, he's the one that can win you games.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially with you, Jake, you know this. Well, Jerome also, but
Thanks,
coaches just sometimes just have their boys. You know what I mean? And it's very hard if you're not in his list or like firsthand. No matter the player you were or are, it's hard just to squeeze in. No matter how you're performing in training, you're doing all the right things. If he doesn't rate you, you're out.
Well, it's a bigger topic to talk about because it's crazy I watched Bruno for like quite closely for his first year or first year and a half at Victory because I was doing work with ground announcing at Melbourne Victory's ground. So I watched every game. The thing that shocked me, because imagine the guy who signed him, Tony Popovic, based on your point, is naturally what you would think. But the guy who signed him, you cannot not run when you play for Tony Popovic. So I was surprised. True. The biggest thing for me with Bruno was, bro, he covered so much grass. At the start, I don't know if he was scoring heaps as well, but I could see how hard he was working. So, it's just change of coach. They brought in a new striker. It's football.
I think Adam Peacock said something, and I reckon it was. I'm not going to put this on Adam, but like when he said, "Oh, do we really need to go sign a striker from second division, 28-year-old?" It fits Virgos. It didn't it fits him, right? And another funny thing is
the way you said that,
the funniest thing of the last episode was Adam when he turned to me, and goes, Jerome, do you have kids?
Yeah, wow, crazy.
He does not know me.
But also,
Bad, right?
also equal assumption to him, I would not have picked he had a 19-year-old.
Yeah, he's got like 4 kids.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
like, I know he's been around a while, but he's just
young.
His personality too reflects his looks.
Yep. But anyway, yeah, I think Victory, I said at the start of the season they'd win the league. Obviously, it's very early, but they're looking like the real Dizzil.
Yeah.
They're looking like the real Dizzil, man. And, man, just quickly, because we don't have long, a lot of people saying they're not seeing enough of Mata and Costa.
Well, I'm pretty sure
I think Costa might be carrying something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Douglas Costa's coming back from an injury. But I will say,
what disease does he have?
Well,
sorry,
that's what we're talking about, folks. But what I will say is that if he's able to be on the bench, you've got to use him.
Yep.
Like one Mata played, I don't know, like 10 minutes on the weekend or something. Douglas Costa, I don't think came on in the Champions League game. I don't know about the weekend.
Again, this is all speculative, but I read something. You can't believe everything you see on Twitter, obviously, but that's where I'm at. That apparently, now I don't know how true this is. I didn't come up with this, so fucking relax. Mm-hmm. But apparently Mata was like a bit confused about Stagic's tactics and formations and ra-ta-ta. So again, I didn't say that. I read it. Probably not true, but it's
dangerous murmur. Because
dangerous.
one Mata is like a guy you'd probably think would know.
Yeah, I think he'd have a clue.
He'd have a clue. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we spoke about it, and I said my mate literally turned on the TV and wanted to watch Sydney and goes, man, why isn't I'm literally just turning on the TV to watch Douglas Costa and he's not playing.
Well, I'm pretty sure the injury. I think he's coming back from an injury or a knock, but. If you're on the bench, you must be able to play some minutes. So that's where...
Or is that just for optics?
Good point.
Nah,
surely not.
I hate to bring up Chelsea, but yesterday, Reece James was on the bench against Arsenal, and everyone's like, well, if he's fit enough to be on the fucking bench, why isn't he playing? Like, I know that, okay, you want to put him in for 25 or whatever, but that's still playing.
And if this is, get them to come out and tell us why. And then they'll solve these questions coming up.
Oh,
you know?
mate. Yeah, it's a closed shop for some of these gaffers.
Hopefully for the Sydney Derby in a few weeks, those two are back.
Well, they got no choice.
Well, that maybe there's always these things in mind of coaches. And
Hold on, you're telling me we're going to fly up there and they're not going to play? You've got no choice. And if they're not playing,
no, both be fit because it both seems like they've got knocks at the minute because they're coming off the bench for limited minutes or not coming on at all.
All right. I hate to. We're going to do a little short one today because Jake.
I got to give a shout out for this.
Give a shout out for it.
Dylan Tombides, my great late mate and old teammate, played with him in the Olyroos. Should I give a description of who he was? Surely people will know.
For those who don't know,
Yeah, for those who don't know, so Dylan Tombides pretty much burst onto the Australian scene from his under-17 World Cup heroics in Mexico. He scored a goal against the Ivory Coast. He was announced in the top 10 players of the tournament. He did a famous celebration where he had tape on his shin pad saying, "Happy birthday, Mum," and he just was like 9 to 10 out of 10 every game he played. Like, it was incredible at that tournament. So he caught national attention then, but he was at West Ham from a young age. He made his debut for his first team. I think it was under Sam Allardyce, at 16 or 17 in the League Cup. So he's he was a club legend. He was the best player coming through their academy. And I went to the Under-20 World Cup straight after the Under-17 World Cup, and I'll never, ever forget this. The head coach of the Under-20s, Jan Verslaeden, was head coach of the Under-17s. He came into the dinner room and just like sat everyone down. He said, no one eat yet. I got to just speak to you about something. And I've only ever seen him sort of lose his head twice or like lose any sort of rationale about his thoughts and emotions, which was when we were down 5-1 against Spain. And when he told us Dylan Tombides was diagnosed with testicular cancer. Which for those that don't know what that is, that's pretty much your ball sack. So make sure you get your balls checked. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2014, which was 3 months after a tournament we played together for the Olyroos. So he played in this tournament, by the way, and just to give you why I'm so flying the flag for Dylan Tombides, he was medically diagnosed to not be able to play at this tournament in Oman. He came and covered every blade of grass on the field with like literally the chemotherapy kind of hair, no hair.
Warrior.
And also was the biggest larrikin in the change room, like the funniest guy in camp. And he died 3 months later. And shout out to Dave Davudovic and the Bruce Media team doing work with Premier League Productions, and they've created a documentary on his story, which I think's out on Optus or going to be out on Optus. So it should be out on Optus. So you guys can see it, but we're heading to a screening tonight to watch it for the first time.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they every time it comes around they do the claps in the Prem?
Oh, at the 38th minute?
Yeah, 38th minute.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Maybe, yeah. They might do.
Gav's right.
Well, put it this way. West Ham retired his number.
Yeah.
And the only other person's jersey they've retired at West Ham was Bobby Moore, who was the England World Cup winning captain in 1966. So, special guy.
Crazy story, man. Go check that out. It's insane.
Yeah, he'd be playing for the Socceroos, man. Everyone really says that, but it's like he felt like he was going to be a star.
I don't really have much to say, bro. It's just incredible because you see what some footballers go through and you're like, there's levels to this, you know? And what he did, man, it's courageous. He was a warrior.
Yeah.
So Jake's heading to that tonight, and you're on a panel, I believe.
Yeah, well, to probably speak about more so the camp experience, because I spoke to Dave Davudovic about it today, and it's like, fuck, he brought up something I never thought about. It's like, I wonder if he knew his fate already when he was going to it, you know, because he was told to not play. And he played, like, man, he had this thing with me, like, because we connected a lot, because I'm a bit of a joker, and he just kept calling me geezer and, like, being, like, bouncing around, and I always wanted to, like, just make sure he was all right, because he was new to the Olyroos camp, and obviously had a lot going on, and I'd known the boys from the AIS who played with him at the World Cup, and they told me what a good lad and incredible player he was, so I kind of just kept an eye on him, but, man, on the field, like, mid-game, and I think this heightens, like, football's a game, and he had bigger stuff going on in life. He'd just turn around and, like, crack a joke in, like, a heat of a game against another nation. So, yeah, impressive character.
Yeah, definitely going to watch that, and I'll give my, I'm sure, which will be a gleaming review on it.
Yeah, apparently it's unbelievable.
I'm keen to watch it.
Apparently it's unbelievable.
Keen to watch it.
I could be in tears, bro. Who knows?
Just quickly, guys, we've got some amateur agents questions to get through.
Was there a lot today?
There's a lot, but we can only choose.
I feel like we haven't dropped an amateur in a while, huh?
Yeah, we haven't. We've had guests.
That pause.
Pause.
What the fuck?
Whoa, Gav, what do you got?
What are you on about, bro? Damn, bro.
What you got in the stash, bro?
damn.
Jesus Christ.
No R. Kelly here.
Well,
please.
yeah, it's because we've had guests.
Let's try get through them quick.
Do you reckon we should do amateur agents with guests and involve them? Like if
Yeah,
we told people the guests in
If
advance,
they're funny, then yeah.
could be a laugh.
Guys, you think Reno Piscopo is close to a Socceroos call-up? I think if he maintains his form, it's a matter of time. Also, great to see Caceres get the call-up. We don't have many players like him in the setup. Look,
Reno, I feel like he has been involved before, or just on
I don't
the
think
edge.
Socceroos.
no.
No.
Socceroos. But look, he's killing. But it's been, 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, but mate, sometimes that's all it needs, you know?
Yeah.
It depends if there's a void.
I feel like he's a Melbourne boy, so you can tell he's at home, you know?
It's
The
one
way
of those
he's playing.
positions, though, he plays like probably maybe Socceroos better players are in that space, so it's tough, and you've got to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he gets an opportunity because he's a great kid. He's had a lot of injuries and setbacks, but yeah, he's doing really well.
I feel like we answer this question every week, but someone's asked, what are the barriers that are stopping the A-League from being taken more seriously? It seems there are more memes than highlights at times. Yes, I get that, but if there's something that the league can play off, which is the funny sort of Australian nature around it, then I think that's actually a positive. I get it. It's like, we don't want to be taken as a joke. But then it's like, bro, those goals that were scored on the weekend, they're not jokes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
a
the scissor kick. You have the other scoring a hat trick for Western
Milanovic.
Sydney.
We didn't even talk about that free kick from Wellington today.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
fuck me.
So
man. What a goal.
You see things like that, and it's like, yeah, okay, we laugh, sauce bottles and all that. It's funny. We take the piss, but then there are some moments.
Yeah, I don't know. My thing, if you ever want to judge a game, you judge the people close to the game on their opinion of it. And I think the people close to the game now, his opinions, it's good. It's the standard's good. It's people's perceptions that don't watch it every week.
I feel like watching it live is way better, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's quicker live.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I just feel like
You appreciate it more.
you appreciate it more. The sounds, the smells, the environment.
The smells.
Got the hot dog stand.
What's your best smell?
What's my Amy Park order?
Yeah.
Jerome,
Amy,
give us-
can you give me your Amy Park order and your best suburban order? Same for you.
And then your best smelling moment in an A-League stadium.
Okay, yeah, okay.
What the fuck? How did he even have a yes to that? What? I wouldn't even know. That's crazy. He's going, oh, yeah, I know what that is. Bro,
I know.
Yeah, when
crazy ass question, crazy ass answer.
well, Rash said
Rashid, come back, bro.
Rash said at a game last season that someone in front of him was just dropping bombs.
Really?
And he's like, whoever was farting in front of me, stop.
You know why that's so good too? Because like, if it's packed, you kind of don't know who's ripping them.
Yeah.
So
You
you're
do
just
one of
like-
these. Who the fuck farted?
Yeah.
And yeah, I wouldn't announce that, bro.
No, it wasn't me, bro. I would have said it. You know when people say that?
That's a good one.
Yeah, right?
That's a good one. Wait, you've got to answer our
Oh,
questions.
yeah. So, A-League order, Amy Park, hot dog, chips, but I stand and pick which one's filled the most because sometimes they're a bit tight with the thing. Now they're charging for sauces, which is crazy. Stop that. And
What's a tomato sauce go for?
Bro, 60 cents, I think.
Like the squeezes.
Yeah, the squeezes.
right.
And then a large Pepsi Max. And then there has been times where I've gotten 2 hot dogs. I'm fucked.
Bro, I've seen, before you finish your answer, I've got a friend, and I'm not going to say his name, but I was horrified because I went and got the chicken tenders on the chips.
Oh, yes.
And I went and obviously paid, and then he was asking me, I look at his, I'm like, bro, why has this guy got like 2 more tenders than me?
Oh, yeah. He's
He's fucking pulled off the other.
Bro, I know so many
And they
people.
didn't catch him. I'm like, damn,
I know
bro.
so many people that steal food at Amy Park.
really?
Yeah, because they put like 2 chicken tenders on chips. So he had 4, and I'm like, what the hell?
My friend used to not pay for anything.
Because when they do the call out, you just go up and take it?
You just walk up, do it, and then just walk off. Like there's no.
I'm going to try that.
There's no bar. Don't try.
Do you know at the MCG now, there's a place, a bar where you go in, you tap your card to go through the barrier.
Yeah.
You take whatever drinks you want from the fridge
and then walk out.
and walk out, and it face recognizes and has your card and takes him out.
Straight.
We're being recorded.
Yeah.
We're being
crazy.
what's it called? Monitored.
Well, it's like in the Coles now. Yesterday, I went to Coles to do my shopping, and screen records you. So you can't even do the dodgies now and do the wait.
Can't even say, yeah, this is an onion when it's 5 kilos of chicken.
Did he just admit to stealing from Coles?
Yes. That's all right.
Well, it's like not every Australian
They're
has
not
done
going to
that.
sponsor us.
You got to answer the best smell at Amy Park and your best suburban ground food.
Oh, suburban ground? The best food I've ever had at a
And
suburban...
obviously this is tilted to Victoria.
Yeah, sorry, Sydney. The best food I've ever had at a suburban ground was Springvale City, Chavapi. I've never had something so fresh and hot, and the bread was fucking... It was like it was
State
baked...
4?
State 4.
Yeah, I've had this.
It was so
had this.
good.
I've had
bit
this.
of Ivar. I think there was a little bit of onions in there. It was fucking amazing. Now, you're probably going to get better food at the smaller clubs because somewhere like an Oakley, where there's like 1,000 people trying to get souvlaki's, they're going to have them ready to go.
The volume, bro.
Yeah, the volume. So when you go to these smaller clubs, Sandown Lions try to charge me $9 for a snag in bread up. I was like, that's not happening. Sandown Lions.
Never heard of that club.
Near Gavins.
I can understand why, though. We've never heard of it. They need to make some cash.
And then the best smell, bro, I don't remember a specific moment, but there has been times where I've been close to the pitch at Amy Park and I can smell the grass.
Yeah, how good. By the way, just
No, I swear.
Just on this,
Drop
like,
in the comments. Have you ever turned up to the ground and gone, Jack, grass is fresh?
yeah,
Grass is
wet
fresh.
grass, showered grass, raining grass.
Yeah. Ooh.
So good.
Groundsman's done a brilliant job here. Duff. Are you taking the Michael, bro? Our grass is off. Grass is off.
That's 50% artificial, 50% fucking whatever the other grass is called. yeah, normal grass.
I get it when you're on the grass or like near it and it's been freshly cut. Maybe you get the.
Oh, but
stadium's
even
crazy.
walking through the concourse, I can smell the chips, and I'm like, now I need it now.
Now inject me the chips.
I never eat at halftime. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I always go to the game a little bit early so I can sit in my seat, spread my legs, pause, and have it. And man,
That's probably one of the worst things about going to football games are the lines at these places.
they're
with
not
the
too
canteen.
bad if you go, like I said, before the game. Oh, this is
You know what they need? They need like Uber Eats to your chair.
Well, they used to do that at the footy. A guy used
How
to walk
sick would
up
that
and
be?
down saying "hot pies," and you remember that, Jake?
Oh my God.
Fucking, you
Hot
get it.
pies, cold
hot
beers.
pies, cold beers,
Hot pies, cold
drinks,
beers.
chocolates.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
What a job that was. Fuck. They'd come to your seat.
Your neck
in
would-
a
You know what they
100,000
got-
seat stadium.
Your neck would be fucked.
Yeah, I'll take 10, mate. And they're like, oh, shit. All right.
Yeah. In Arge, they do that on the train. You got one guy with half an arm, and he'll go, Coca, Fanta, Fanta. And they'll come, put it on your lap. If you don't buy, they'll pick it up. Serious.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
bro.
put it on your lap.
They
that's
put it on
sales.
your lap, and
Yeah,
then-
you own it now.
When I was in
Pay
the-
for it.
Yeah, it's on you, babe.
I went to a Bundesliga game in Dusseldorf, and you can drink, bro. People had bags of alcohol on the train, and you can drink and smoke in public.
Damn.
Like on the train, everything. It's a different world, but
I've got to get going soon as well. Watch
Yeah.
it. If you guys can keep doing amateur agents, but I got to get to this screening.
yeah,
I'll stay for a couple more though.
okay. We'll quickly go through.
No,
them.
because you guys maybe the fans want to keep going.
We give them 2 hours every week. I can't afford it. Is crowd numbers something we are too obsessive over? And would you support a move to the winter season if it aligned better? Maybe even if crowds and pitches are going to be shit. Look, the pitches aren't going to be shit. Most of them are played in like big stadiums, like your Amy Parks, your
Definitely not going to be shit.
Allianz. The pitches will be fine, bro.
Play Dandy City at
Would
the
they
end of the
in
season.
the winter?
I reckon if they can do it
Bro,
overseas.
those state Roosters play like all these games.
Yeah, true.
Cross-country.
I reckon
Might be
it-
cut
to
up.
be
More
honest,
maybe Melbourne you get away with it because it's just Storm.
Yeah, because
But Sydney, I feel like would get
NRL.
battered. Queensland,
Why is that a
Suncorp,
sport?
Broncos, and yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, because obviously I never played A-League, but MPL, the season is so good because the cutoff time is literally perfect. Like you start in February, end in September, so you get those months off, and then obviously you're getting pre-season in like around the summer, but you don't have... Yeah, and you don't have games, so like you have the most amazing off season. Whereas I feel like if you're playing A-League, you missed the best time of being in Australia
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
because you're playing.
But that's only the players' perspective.
I'd say that's only Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
If you do Brisbane, it's all right. But I personally I personally would prefer A-League in the winter, but I understand why it's not there.
Yeah.
If
me
it
too.
would, if it was able to change, what would you prefer?
The winter.
Okay.
Well, put it this way. Let's use Melbourne for an example. If Melbourne Victory are playing, I don't know, Sydney FC at Amy Park, and the same night is Collingwood Carlton. Yeah. Collingwood Carlton averages over 90,000 fans.
Yeah, that's
got to take away some of your
Of
attendance.
course it will. Fucking half Victory
sport
fans will be
fans,
Carlton fans.
So I don't know.
What if they aligned it? I don't know if this is even
Oh,
possible.
they would never.
Imagine like AFL at like 8 p.m, Victory at 6.
Would
And you
never.
could go A-League and then to the footy.
Nah, they would never.
That would be pretty
The
sick,
AFL would
though.
be like, fuck that.
Hey, boys, you guys want to team up?
Yeah. But someone was saying on Twitter they should bring back Monday night, or I don't know, bring in A-League Monday nights.
One thing that I do like what the AFL and NRL did this year and have done for a few years is Thursday night games.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Brings the weekend
Well,
in earlier.
I just reckon it's so much nicer watching a game
Yeah.
in the winter,
I
rugged
think
up
so.
in the stadium,
Yeah.
sitting down.
No sun.
You know?
Fucking shit. Jerome, I heard a kid the other day saying Cole Palmer is now better than prime Eden Hazard. Lol. What are your thoughts?
Oh, that's a big shout.
Do you know
Hazard
what, bro?
on his day.
I don't think you can say that yet, like 100% say that, but dude, he's on his way to becoming like Chelsea, like Lampard-esque. Like if he just doesn't stop what he's doing, he's the most enjoyable player for me to watch.
Yeah, because he's a
And I don't
maverick.
like saying that because he, like, you know what I mean?
fuck off. He's
But like real is real, bro. Some of the stuff he does that doesn't make highlights because it's not an end product to it, a goal or an assist. Every touch he's doing is almost turning into gold. He's at that place, isn't he?
Look, not yet. Eden Hazard was different. But then again, it's like, I think Hazard played with better Chelsea teams. So I guess it's too early to say. But if he replicates what he did last season again this year, which he's on his way to doing,
I think he's got to do it for 3 or 4 seasons, like Hazard.
Yeah, but Hazard did have one season in there where he was it wasn't going for him very well. But then Hazard, there's moments that are etched into Chelsea's history, like him destroying Arsenal in the Europa League final, the Battle of the Bridge, stopping Tottenham from winning the league, rah, rah, rah. Hazard was... They're different type of players, though.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a very important clip, and Jake, you can probably
dip.
you can probably dip after
Can
this.
I dip now? Or no, after this?
Okay.
I'll dip after this.
I think this is very important because a few people ask this just in different ways on amateur agents. People are bringing up preseason. What should I be doing in preseason? Should I be, nutrition or physical stuff or mental stuff or running programs, weight training, supplements? Let me tell you something, right? Now, this is funny coming from me, but I know it's true. There are so many good off-season tournaments on right now. There's 2 versions of an Africa Cup of Nations, which is the most lit shit you can go to. I'm telling you. The fans and the crowd, it's the best. Check out my vlog last year. I went. So there's those. Each nationality or ethnicity have their own tournament. So there's a Somali tournament. There's an Ethiopian tournament. You don't have to be from these countries to play in them. Last year at AFCON, the Somali goalkeeper was a white guy from the Netherlands. You don't have to be from the country to play for them. I know South Sudanese kids that are playing for Kenya. Like, it's football. It's 90 minutes. It's competitive. And it's good quality. So, besides all those supplements and weight training and all that, hit up Chris Tomazis for that shit. But in terms of playing, there are tournaments, man. And the people that are having their summer off and going to all-white parties at Riva and getting drunk, there's kids out there that are still playing consistent football, getting better, and they're going to come back to the next season like they haven't left because they're playing consistent football. There's All Nations Cup as well. There's Unite Cup. There's so many tournaments you can play in, and it's good quality. I'm talking about NPL level competitions that you can play in. Maybe NPL 2 or 3, but still good.
Good for off-season.
Bro, go
for off-season.
do that. There's a kid, right, who was at Melbourne City, keeper, 17-year-old. He's playing with us because he wants minutes. And he's insane. And he's going to Italy. Damn. And I'm like, why the hell are you playing with us? And he's like, bro, 90 minutes. It's senior football. I don't care what the level is. Like, okay, maybe it's like state 3 level. But it's like...
Maybe you should get that.
Nah, but it's fucking. He's 17-year-old. It's football. Fuck it.
Sure, okay, yeah.
You know, it's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And, you know, you get to practice your distribution and whatever else. So that is a really important thing, guys. Playing these preseason tournaments, don't be a bitch.
Yeah. Fucking get out.
All right, Jakey.
Hey, Buddhas, love yous.
Have fun, bro.
Hey, watch the Dill Tombides sing on
Watch it, man. Yes, sir.
Ciao, Jakey.
We'll do a few more, Gav.
All right, chuck him in. Haydi.
Someone said, this is for Gavin, actually.
Okay.
I
I want someone to drop in the comments who saw me yesterday at Chadston and said, "Who is that Gavin?" You know, is that Gavin?
Yeah.
And then ducked.
They'll be what? Oh, they ducked.
They ducked, man.
Oh,
Just
they
come
were
say
scared.
hi.
They were scared, bro. You're intimidating. Someone said on Amateur Agents, why the fuck does Gavin have so many random stories and experiences? Like, I don't know if you can answer that, but I think it's just the fact that Gavin is extremely independent, and he's been that way since he was like 12. He moved countries when he was like 12. Lives in another country, literally got dropped there.
Yeah.
But because you're so carefree and easygoing, like nothing phases you. I've never met a person that is like so unfazed.
Well, I feel like there's so many other stories I haven't dropped yet, but
Well, you got one.
no, not right now. Oh, it depends.
Maybe
I
not.
do have one crazy story though. Actually, crazy. I can't mention who the player is.
Yeah,
There's two
go on.
players involved.
Go on.
I remember this. It was under 17s in Arj, and we played the first game of the season, right? 2014.
Yep.
So Rio World Cup. Yeah.
Yes.
And the guy I was with, who's really good mates with me right now, he got selected as number 4 goalkeeper.
For who?
Right?
Arj?
For Arj.
Oh, nice.
So the night before, we all went out, us and the boys. And this is a great story. Never got released, which is crazy. So we went out and we told the coach, we go, listen, we're going to celebrate. We just had the first game. We won 4-1 against Goodoi Cruz.
Yep.
We all went out. I think it was about 5 of us. And at that time, he had a contract at River and he was the only one making proper money. So he drove, right? Obviously, we were celebrating that achievement.
Yes.
Right? And obviously we just won. We told the coach, we go, listen, we're going to have a big night. We're coming in tomorrow. We just had running. We had to do like, they're called pasada. So it was like 1,000 meters. So 1K by 8, for example.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Tick over legs after the game. And we said, you know, we're going to have a big night. We're going to have a few drinks. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Right? So we were 17 at the time. He was number 4 goalkeeper for Argentina. We get to the club. We're leaving the club. He's got a flight at 10 a.m. We left the club at 7 a.m.
Fucking hell.
We're driving, right? Starts to piss down. And I lived in my own apartment, so all the boys were coming back to my place. So we're driving back to mine, right? And then he had to go to the airport. We get to a red light, and he got brand new, like Peugeot car. Then 206. That was the car. And he goes, boys,
Peugeot,
boys.
yeah.
He goes, boys, you want to see how good this car is? Yeah. And he goes, all right, I'm going to Argentina now. We're going to Brazil. And all of us were in the back, we're going, Argentina. We're all pretty high, right? Not high. Sorry. A few drinks in. Not high. Definitely not high. Anyway, he's flooring it, pulls the handbrake. We turn, bang, into a tree.
Oh, my
Right?
God. That's fucked.
Out of nowhere, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a serious car crash, but everything sort of just slows down, sort of just goes foggy. We jump out of the car, the cops are there, right? The cops are there. My mate that lives here now, his father is a mechanic, right? So we said to the cops, we'll give you a few pesos. This can't get out because they realised who the goalkeeper was, right?
Oh, my God.
This can't get out. We're going to take this to the mechanic. To our mate's mechanic. And the other guy is now playing for Serie, one of the teams in Serie, and the other guy's playing in La Liga now. And he flew off that morning to go to Rio.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, and we trained the next morning. I couldn't sleep for 2 days. So I was passed out.
Why? Because you were going to get in trouble by the cops?
Just from River also, just from what
Pay
happened,
off anyway,
you know?
yeah.
So we were just so scared, and still this day, we've never told anyone about that, and we just kept it in the group.
Well, there you go.
That's why I can't
Where
name who.
Where
But
else?
two of them now are playing top tier football.
Damn.
Yeah, and he flew out the next day, paid off the
When
cops.
did you stop drinking?
Well, I'm 2 years sober in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
You obviously feel amazing.
Amazing. Look at me.
Yeah, I can't picture you drinking because I've never seen you drink.
I never drank often. But when we did, like, especially with the boys, especially when we played there, it wasn't often. It would be like every 4 months, 4 to 6 months, we'd have a massive night. In Argentina, if you've ever been to South America, it's late. Like, you start at 2, finish at 6, 7.
Yeah, bro, I've seen vlogs like you start going out at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm in bed by 3 a.m. if I'm going out. That's fucking crazy. That's a crazy story, Gav. My mum just said chicken and pesto or rice for dinner. Well, she said it is argège. It is argège, which is I'll go rice and have
Is that your brother?
pesto tomorrow.
What? I thought that was amateur Asians.
Someone asking on amateur.
No, that's my mum. Well, yeah, mum, next time go amateur agents. Fucking stop texting me. I still live at home. And I don't have kids, Adam Peacock. What else we got, Gav? Just going through them here.
There's a few other stories, but you can't.
There's a lot.
There's a
Gav,
lot
do you know any football scouts?
Football scouts? You mean agents?
No, scouts. Like they go watch and
Oh, not really.
because someone said, "Are there any qualifications you need?" I don't know any.
I don't think so, but I feel like you'd need to be quite connected.
You probably need to have coaching qualifications, to know what you're watching.
I feel like to be either an agent or a scout, you want to have your connections first before actually going through with it.
My coach in under-16s was a very respected coach and player from our region. He made it a rule for us players that we had to shower naked, and also a rule that we all had to be naked. Oh, I've read that wrong. Whatever. What do you think? Under-16s? Well-respected nonce. What the fuck is this? That ain't right. I don't condone that at all. That's fucked. I don't even think they do that in Argentina. No, they probably do. But, yeah, that's very weird. Don't play for him again.
Yeah, I wonder where that is.
I have no idea. That's just...
That sounds like it's set down lines.
Love the Melbourne City episode you did. Would love to see you do similar stuff with NPL clubs like South or Heidelberg.
We need the clubs to reach out, you know?
Bro, we can do that with ease, right?
Yeah.
It's just whether they... Obviously, it's NPL off-season, but when the A-League finishes and the NPL kicks off again, we could definitely do that. That'd be easy. We'll just fucking follow Gav around.
Yeah,
What's the go, bro? Who are you signing for?
So the idea, I can't say who I am talking to, but there are a few clubs.
What's the money looking like after you fucking outed everyone?
There are a few clubs I'm looking at. I'm seeing if I stay in the NPL, go lower. Just depends. I am looking for a club that plays either Friday night or Monday night.
Oh, well, I know there's only one club that plays Monday night.
Who?
Boleyn.
Monday night, then you got Friday night, you
Kingston.
got Kingston, you got Port play Friday. There's a few others.
You want your weekends. Which NPL clubs in Victoria have the most aura?
Most aura?
I'd say South. South feel like a professional club to me. Yeah, history.
South have the history. I feel like Oakley is a team you would want to play for just because they're just so dominant and they just got really good players. Avondale's like the hated, what's the word when you're like the hated but the underdog, but they get results, you know?
Avondale's got a nice little venue there and all that.
That's definitely, like, from my experience at Avondale, the most professional setup I've been in.
Avondale.
More than South than when I was at South, yeah. Run really well, good bunch of boys. It reminded me a lot of Apia. You know, the boys stick together and they've been there for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's sort of got their, what's the word I'm looking for? Their stereotypes around their clubs. Like, Thunder has theirs and then Melbourne Knights. Melbourne Knights has always been like, rough and tough.
Did you see the quote that Roy Keane put out?
When?
I think I sent it to you. And it was like, great coaches lead the players. And
and
great teams, the players lead the changes.
Yeah, I saw
or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But it made so much sense to me because I've been in those situations where you're having a shit run, but the coach has no control over the players. So the players don't really care what the coach says.
Yeah, they take
And then
it.
you have times where I was at Avondale where, we've got NPL history now in what we did. And the players ran the show, Obviously, big shout out to Zoc, Chala and Jeff that, were the three main pillars that, made us tick. But the boys, honestly, just made the shit move,
Yeah, sometimes you need like that. Again, I hate to bring up Chelsea, but that core group of players we had, man, they ran that shit.
100%.
Like sometimes the coach would be like, "I'm going to go listen to John Terry,
all right,
or Drogba, or
that's what I
Lampard."
mean. Like those type of plays you need, which are hard to come by, right? Hard to come by. But if you can put a few of them together, you win leagues.
We'll go last one. I'm 18. I've played NPL first team since 16 before going overseas to play. I also played in the Brisbane Roar Academy. I'm back in Australia and have a number of NPL offers, including one of the second division clubs. I also have 2 offers from A-League clubs with their NPL teams. What should I do? If you're 18, I'm not the guy for this, bro, honestly, but it just makes sense in my head that you would join an A-League club.
Yeah, I would be going A-League.
Because
getting the system, so like from my experience, when you're in those systems, you want to stay in there for as long as possible, and that's probably what I did wrong when I left River. I should have stayed in that system for as long as possible until they said go.
Because you wanted to play first team
Get out of
football,
here.
didn't you?
Yeah,
And they weren't ready to guarantee it.
yeah. So once you're in that system, it's so hard to get back into that system. So when you're in it, and you know what you want, just wait until they literally kick you out.
Yeah, and I think like especially now that Victory's in like NPL 1, like it can happen where you're going to be playing in literally
100%.
like the second division of the country, whether it's in the national second division or not, it's still the second highest quality of football. So go to an A-League club, bro, because you see like shout out Mehmeti from Thunder, he scored for City.
Shout out.
He came,
I did watch it.
So anything can happen. Last one. If there was an equivalent of a Sidemen charity match here in Oz, who would be the starting 11 for Suited and Booted, and who would be your opponents?
Sorry. What did you say?
Fuck you.
Sorry,
if there was an equivalent of a charity match here in Oz, Sidemen,
Yeah.
who would be in the starting 11 for Suited and Booted, and who would be your opponents? Well, straight out, starting 11 for Suited. So there's a charity match.
Yeah, but there's 11 players, aren't there?
Yeah.
We're only 4.
We got to add people, cuz. Right.
So it's got us 4 plus.
Yeah, so it'll be Nor, centre back, me, striker,
Kevin goals.
Kevin goals against influencers. Yeah, Gavin's dad in goals. The midfield 2 would be, the midfield 3 would be Jake, Rash, and Gav.
Wow, that would be pretty lit.
Yeah, Jake playing a little bit forward. You and
I'd play 8. Let Rash sit back.
Yep, let Rash play 6. You play 8. Let Jake play 10. I'm up top. Then who's like friends of the show that would play? Let's get in Fahid. Fahid on the left, because that's where he played, I think, or right. Well, he's one of the wingers. Fahid will be a winger. Then Archie on the other wing. But that's scary for me. I got to finish off.
You really got to finish. Imagine just balls in the box. Balls
gotta
in the
finish
box
off
and you're not
Archie
getting on
balls.
the end of it.
Yeah, and Fahid go, what are you doing, bro? Fucking, you can't even score this if you're live. I'm like, fuck, relax, guys.
Top player just got scissor kick.
Yeah.
Right opposite foot, man. Come
All right,
on.
we'll go. The front 3 is Fahid, me, and Archie. I can't believe I'm putting myself up there. Fuck it. It's my show. Midfield 3, Gavin, Rash, Jake, Nor at centre back. Thomas Sorensen in goals.
Yeah. Somerson as second keeper. Dad first.
Oh, sorry. Kev's second keeper is Thomas Sorensen.
Adam Peacock is coach.
Adam Peacock is coach. Dan Birrell is CEO.
Alex King is assistant coach with Pete.
Yeah, Alex King is actually no, he's ref, but we'll
pay him.
Who else do we have to slot in? We need a left back, a right back, and a centre back. Oh, Chris Kiosis.
Chris Kiosis left back.
Chris Kiosis left back.
And then who have we done with the interviews?
No,
And then we'll get Football Victoria as right back because he'll just run it for us.
he's CEO, Dan.
Oh.
Yeah, he's CEO. So the front 3's done. The midfield 3's done.
No, the other guy,
That's his
bro.
name. First name Football, last name Victoria. Gav, I don't know. What's his name play?
Just put Nick Malaka
Carpenter.
Mate on the right.
Blake.
Oh, Blakey with the snus.
Is he a right back?
Nah, left back.
Okay.
He could play right, though.
Okay,
You know
so-
those like Danny Alves? Well, we shouldn't mention Danny Alves.
Yeah,
but
that's
remember
Nor.
times when he played right and then left?
Yeah. Who's playing centre back with Nor though?
What's to go with Danny Alves?
I don't know, bro. Let's not. I want to do this. Who the fuck would be playing centre back with Nor? Who can slot in? Unless Rash goes centre back because he used to play centre back for Inchin, I think.
Really? I couldn't
Yes.
imagine Rash's.
So Rash at centre back with Nor, he'll be nice to you. He's not that rude, right? Midfield 3 then is you, Jake, and who's a friend of the show, man? Well, she has to be third choice now. Oh yeah, she used to play midfield. She did.
Trying to think who else we had on. Who we interviewed?
Fahid, Archie, Thomas.
No, I mean like at the FFA Cup when we were doing a run around.
Oh.
What about the guy with the cap on that we thought was the Nutman?
No, he can't play, bro.
Why? Just stick him there at the back, solid at the back, wouldn't move.
Oh, by the way, sub striker
Offside
Harrison
all the
Sawyer.
time. Yeah,
Harrison Sawyer is a sub striker, and our sub left winger is Gee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
chuck Gee in.
Gee.
And Arnold on the socials.
Arnold on the socials. Gee can play there. Who else is involved with us?
Pro tape. Everyone's wrapped up with pro tape.
Pro tape. Yeah, everyone wrapped up with pro tape. Bro, who the fuck else is in?
I feel like we've got a few that we can't release yet.
Yeah, true, but the team's nearly done, bro. We just
Yeah.
need if Blake's not playing, we need a centre back. No. You and Rash are centre backs. We need a midfielder.
Oh, we caught up Bonada. And we caught up the other one.
Oh, Bernardo's not better than me.
For
So.
A-League.
Donks.
Yeah.
Okay, Donks centre back with Nor. Midfield 3 of Rash, Gavin, and Jake. Forward 3 for Hid, me, Archie. And then the fullbacks are
Chris
Kiosis,
Blake on the bench.
Blake on the bench, but then who's the other right back? Who's the right back? Fucking hell.
Just have the two. Just have Blakey and Chris. Two left footers. The
Okay.
Diags. You just got Diags.
Okay,
Never,
so Blake
just
and
never
Chris.
play Archie.
And in goals is Kev,
Yeah.
which is Gavin's dad. And then second choice keeper is Thomas Sorensen. I'm going to put this out. That's a... Hey, no one's beating that. Seriously, no one's beating that team.
Just the VB instead of a bottle.
No gloves. No gloves. And runners, no boots.
Yeah.
And who we would play, man, I want to play all them influencers, man. Give me all them. Claude's, Nick Stav, we'll beat yous.
Yeah.
Yous won't stand a chance. Claude's, Nick Stav, Adamo. Who else is there? Joe K.
All the ones up in Sydney.
Yeah, all them Sydney siders. We'll do a Melbourne versus Sydney.
Yeah.
We'll smoke yous. Let's make it happen. I swear to God, yous won't beat us. Not with Kevin goals.
No, have you seen Kevin goals?
He broke his nose when he was playing
Broke his
five-a-side
nose
for
and
you.
lost his tooth in a final.
Gavin's dad.
Me and Carter.
Okay.
He pulled his calf and he just stood there.
I am scared of playing with Fahid though, bro. One misplaced pass, I'm doomed. Piol can come off the bench.
Yeah, that's quality.
We'll win that. All right, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're sort of getting back into rankings now. I don't know where we at right now, Gav. Can you check?
You're asking the wrong person.
What
do I look up?
Nah, Nor's got it. Someone said
What
also...
are we were top 20 yesterday.
We were top 20 yesterday. Have we
let's
gone
see.
above? Drum roll, please. I don't know. Fuck. All right, I'll find it. Sorry, guys. I'll cut this out maybe, or I don't know. All you got to do is go to podcasts, and then podcast charts, and then podcast sports. Oh, we're 19th.
All right, that's all right.
We've moved up.
We climbed.
We're 19th, man.
We move.
We're back in that 20. We want that 10. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Do everything you can to get us back where we belong in that top 2, not 2. We love you guys. Like I said, we're going to be at Unite round. We got way more shit coming up for you guys. Message us.
We got a big week, don't we?
Bro, 2 weeks, bro. Massive 2 weeks.
Biggest
This next
week of
2
the pod.
weeks. This next 2 weeks is probably the biggest 2 weeks in the history of S&B TV. So
Yeah, it's insane.
a lot of shit, a lot of guests coming as well before the year ends. So keep rocking with us, guys. Peace!